did my roots, but I look like this is kind of light and that's kind of dark. I'm just a hot mess. Uh, I went and got the wood glue from my mother's curio cabinet, and that thing is a lot more damaged than I thought. So I don't know. I mean, I can stand it up and maybe put stuff in it, but I got it in the living room. Oh, there's Miss Fancy, by the way. Hey, girl. We got another exciting night here in YouTubeville land. The people. There she is. You want to look up over there and say hi? I'm just checking in. Oh, hello, Tracy's channel. You've reached over 50's channel. Welcome to the excitement of an everyday, ordinary old woman doing her hair. I just got bored and didn't have anything else to do. Not that YouTube is a last resort, but I don't know. I just felt like coming in here. This is my last night off, and if I'm going to have an evening off, I might as well spend a little bit of my evening with you guys. I was watching some of your videos. I try to do that. I like to support fellow YouTubers. You know, we tiny YouTubers, and I'm a tiny YouTuber. We try to support one another. How about if I do that? Would that help? Look at this thing. Just a hot mess. What was that? Raindrops on roses. Yes, this is and she'll go lay in the closet or she'll let me take care of her. But anyways, I usually will do the roots and try to flat iron, but I'm not liking my hair being 18 different colors. I don't know. I don't know what to do with it. I thought about cutting it all back off again and then just going back to my white hair because I have a very strong hairline, comes all the way forward. So I'll do this, and about a week and a half from now, you start to see the beginning of the white roots, and then the roots just come, you know. I don't particularly have any subject matter. I just wanted someone to talk to. And so I'm talking to you. Hi, Yaki Snacky. How you doing, sis? And oh, yeah. And Melvin Johnson just chilling. Miss X905. Oh, Canada. Oh, Miss X905. How are you? I'm just relaxing, trying to make something of this. It's kind of my long-haired fro on the go. You feeling me? Look at there. Look at there. It looks kind of brown over there and kind of dark over there. It's just a hot mess. But about that much of it is in good shape, but the rest of this is pretty much dyed and fried. And hang out with me if you want for a few minutes or a minute or whatever. I don't have any particular subject matter. I just felt like coming in. Like I was saying earlier, it's my last night off, so I'm just sitting back with my Hello Kitties and my little top and just chilling. Talking to my son probably 3 or 4 times. This situation is a bit challenging, but we're working on a few things. And I was, about an hour ago, I was watching some different videos. There's a young lady, it's Ashante, Ashante, Ashante's Corner. She's a college student. And I was watching one of her videos, and it was talking about stress and her taking on. I don't want to say everything in the video. I will try to link that video below when I get done streaming. But she was talking about getting herself physically sick because of taking too many classes and stressing and stuff like that. And it was kind of a video kind of warning us about this, taking on biting off more than we can chew, let's just say. And just physically, just kind of, just overdoing it to the point of where you could get sick. Where like I say, I don't want to say too much. So I'm hoping that you'll go watch the video. But it was actually kind of a wake-up call to her. And I think it's an excellent video and a wake-up call to some of us when we take on more than we can handle, because we're trying to take care of so much and so many. And you got to take care of yourself. Miss X905, how are you feeling? Oh, your gray's creeping in again? Hold on. Let me put these on. You're sore? I'm sorry, honey. Do they have you well, I don't want to get into detail on here. Oh, your shoulder. Okay. I don't want to say too. Oh, geez, these glasses. Sometimes the Dollar Tree glasses are good. These look like they're kind of like wavy, like. But like I say, I just felt like coming in just to talk, and I have if somebody needs some kind of encouragement. I feel that I saw Miss Ashante's video, and it kind of just got me thinking about one of you. I don't know who you are, that maybe you need some sort of encouragement or something like this, Yeah, this is getting out of control, this hair. And I got a goofy question. I mean, I was 2 hours from Canada. It should be warm there by now. Should be warm, because I was in upstate New York. I was 2 hours from Canada, and I've been to Canada a couple times. As tourists, we got to go to Niagara Falls. You know how we are. But yeah, just trying to get some of this together. Oh, the weather's good there. That's good. Yeah, it's what is it? About 100. It's been 100, 100, 100, 100. This weather just won't let up. And you step outside, it's just an instant slap of heat. And I can't stand being out there. I'll go out there. I try to do everything in the morning, or after the sun sets a little bit, I'll run down to Walmart if I have to go, but I don't like being out in it. Sterling Silver girl, hey! How you doing? This is going to be extremely boring content. I just felt like coming in. And I'm trying to make something of this hair, because I did the roots. I was just gonna throw a scarf on, but I says, well, I want to straighten it anyway, so why don't I just turn the camera on and say, hey, how you all doing? I go back to work tomorrow, and I don't know. I'm just sitting here and sitting here and sitting here. I'm finally by myself. Normally I kind of have stuff to do, but I don't. I guess that's a good thing. But getting back to that curio cabinet that was in that box. What is this? Hola, Mr. Let's see. Herman Jr. He's from Argentina. Hola, señor. My Spanish isn't as good as it should be, but I know un poquito de español. Yeah, I used to get nervous about coming on, not having any particular subject matter, but I'm not gonna be worried about that anymore. You know what I mean? I just like coming in and chit chatting, and I also like getting into the word. I don't know what this is, but I just sense to be on just for a little bit, and maybe the content will come. Yeah. I mean, Miss Ashante really poured her heart out in this video, and it's kind of sticking to me. And like I said, that's her video, but the subject matter of caring about one another is very important to me. My son says to me today, he goes, Mom, I wish I could hit the lotto, then I could help some people. I said, son, please. I don't know what I'd do. I don't know what anybody would do. I suppose I'm talking about like millions, not just $500 or $1,000. I'm talking about millions of dollars. I don't know what anybody would do. I certainly wouldn't tell not I would not tell anybody. You'd find out after I moved. I'd just be on here like normal. But then I'd be blessing a lot of people because money's just a tool. We all know money's just a tool. That's all it is. Things are just things. And like I told my son, we were talking a little bit earlier. And I said, yeah, since I told them, meaning you guys, that, things don't really mean that much to me like it used to. I'm believing that we're supposed to care more about, we're supposed to have things while we're here. The master grants us houses and cars and money and clothing and jewelry and food and our pets and our stuff. I don't think that he wants us sitting here suffering. He wants us to enjoy our life. There's nothing wrong with having a lot of money if you're blessed to have a lot of it. There's nothing wrong with having things, not at all. We just don't put it above him. And then when we're given an opportunity to help somebody, if we choose, they genuinely need some help, then we extend ourselves to that person or family and help them. This is going to sound really ridiculous, but I sometimes think like there's a young lady somewhere here in America right now that has a couple of kids and she has 4 diapers left in the box and she's trying to figure out where she's going to get those diapers because relatives won't help her. I think, if you want to call me insane, I think like that sometimes. I think about people in other countries where we walk a few feet to the water faucet and we turn that thing on, glory to God, and we turn that thing on and water just comes out. And there are some folks, I was watching this video, that are in Africa and other countries. I think this was Nigeria. I was watching a documentary, and they have to walk for miles with all these different containers to get water. And then they start a fire, and with a big, if you want to call it a wok to describe how big this pan is, and they're putting their vegetables and stuff in there, and they're cooking and they're eating and they're living in this, like hut type thing, you know. So I don't know why I've always been like that since I was a child. I think about others like that and trying not to act ungrateful and not taking things for granted. Taking things for granted. And I think the Heavenly Father appreciates when we are grateful for the everyday ordinary things. You know, he woke all of us up today and he gave us another day. So why not come on here and try to say something positive, hoping to bring a smile to someone's face or encourage somebody. Everybody has their own situation. A lot of people put on a brave face and they're hurting and they need. And for goodness sakes, I wish I could snap my finger and give everyone what they really needed. Let me see. Let me stop squinting my eyes and going like this. Okay, let's see. Yeah, the Bible, Herman. Herman. Let's see. Yes, that sounds good, Miss X905. A cabin by a lake. Hi, Sandra Love from California. At Chardani Fab. Hi, everybody. I'm just in here just to chit chat. It's Friday night, and I really didn't have much to do. And I knew I wanted to flat iron my hair, and I guess I can run at the mouth a little bit. I like to talk. And I just thought I'd come on live and chit chat. Just do this and just talk. Stay in for a few seconds if you choose, a few minutes, do whatever you want. That's your choice. But yeah, I think about others. I know I'm here for whatever reasons I ended up here, but I also know that wherever you land, wherever you end up, if it's possible, you're to bless other people if you can, you know. California Glow, hello sis. No particular subject matter. I finally did my roots. I got that scarf off my head. And I just wanted to come in. As you can see, this looks ridiculous. It's like, it's dark here, and I think I may have started buying the wrong color. But it's all good. I just think it's too heavy. And I got the wrinkle dinkle, and I think I need to go and probably have it trimmed back a little bit into some sort of a shape. I'm just letting it grow, and I'm not really doing much with it. But, I've been concentrating my finances and stuff like that, doing other things. And you know how we do. Let me see. What is this? Hold on a second. Hey, Jacob, just 1 second. I got to do something. Wait a minute. Let me see. I got to do something. Okay. Trying to. Somebody's is being not so nice. So I had to block him. I've got to have some people be moderators to start to toss people out that come in here and want to say nasty things. You understanding me? I don't tolerate that. And I'm sorry if there was a message on there that was it's pretty nasty. I don't know why people, sometimes it's 11 and 12-year-old kids. You know that? I don't have time for this nonsense. We're here to spread positivity. I hope I did this right. Did I get rid of them right? Yeah, let's see. I deleted the person and then I kicked them out. Yeah, I am so sorry about that. Oh, Jacob Lemon, guess what? Hold on. Let's see. Jacob Lemon, you are a moderator. Hi, Roxanne M. Yeah. And let me see. From Russia with love, greetings. Hi, Russia. Caleb, how are you? I am so sorry. Somebody was just put some nasty word up there. Wasn't a curse word, but it was nasty enough. So I Jacob, I don't know if you can stay long, but you can click on a name. I'm all new to this new live chat. If you click on a person's name on the side, you can say, make a moderator. I just made you a moderator. Yeah, I did. I think I did it right because I don't see Carol from Eastern Shore, Virginia. Welcome. Oh, he's back again with a different name. Oh, he's calling. Oh, Lord. Let's see. Okay, he came in with a different name. He's saying, who else would like to be a moderator? We need to stop. I can't stand that. Hi, Kimberly. Hold on, let me put my glasses on. Ria SB, hi. What's okay? Okay, Caleb, I'm about to make you a moderator. It says add moderator. I'm gonna click that. Yeah, somebody came in and used the word wee wee, but they didn't say wee wee. And here's some cool. And so what they did is they came back with a different name. They were calling themselves From Russia with Love or anything like that. Yeah, I know. You know, when people are talking about certain set things like that, a lot of the time they're like 12 years old or something. You know? Come on, I'm just an old woman flat ironing her two-tone hair trying to talk to her friends. I don't have time for this high school ridiculousness of some of these kids, I'm telling you. Sometimes when I do a video, I have the comments to be approved because you'd be amazed. Who's this? Chardonnay Fab, thank you very much. Thank you so much. Chardonnay. Forgive me. Oh gosh, his hair is a mess. I should just throw a scarf on it, but as y'all know, I always have to occupy myself with something. And I don't feel that the reason I'm on here is not only because I just feel like talking, I just feel like the words will come to me that someone will need. That's kind of how I do things. I know that sounds kind of goofy. You know, you can have a regular video where you kind of, you do your hauls or stuff like that. Okay, hey, it didn't add me as a moderator. Oh, yes, I will try it again. Let me click near your name. Add moderator. Let me click on this. It says, Kaleb, you have been added as a moderator. I'm sorry, I don't have my usual mouse. I'm using the mouse from the laptop. My other mouse died, so I didn't hit the mouse hard enough for it to. I now have moderators, and I now know how to do that. I added the troll? Oh, jeez. Okay, well, I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to... Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to remove that. Okay. And I removed him as a moderator. Okay. Okay. What's going on is someone's coming into the live and they said something not so nice, so I deleted them. So then they came back as a different name. And then I made Caleb a moderator, and this person changed their name to Caleb. Lord have mercy. Let's see, how are we doing here? Let me come back down. Yeah, okay. I see it, Caleb, because what I did is I saw, see, the thing of it is, okay. I hope so. I hope so too, Caleb. Exactly, Kimberly. There's always one. Look, I'm sitting here. I don't have much to do. The last thought on my mind, if one of you all is live streaming, is to come and interfere with your live stream with silliness and ridiculousness. You know? And if that's an adult, that's a very immature adult. Exactly, exactly. And it makes you wonder. You've seen where there are some kids, they're in their bedroom, they've got their own laptops, they've got their cell phones, and these kids are like 13 years old and stuff like that. And the parents are downstairs watching their movies or what have you, or sometimes they're at work late and no one is coming in and checking. They don't put the parental guards up, and their kids are getting on these websites and stuff. It's pretty scary now. And I'm going to put you on punishment for your misdeeds, and you're going to send them to their room where they got their TV and their laptop and their cell phone. What did we have growing up? We had a TV in the living room. And then when I got older, I had a little black and white TV, and there was only three channels: ABC, NBC, and ABC, NBC, and CBS. And you went to bed at a certain time. Okay, which one? Oh, okay. Well, all right. We had to report. If we find this content, will be about okay. They have received the report on that person, and hold on. Where's the? Okay, do we get? I hit the report button and it said they received the report. I can't see. You say, well, you're giving that person attention. I can't have people coming in here and making and upsetting any of you. And also, I can't think of the word. The word escapes me now. Insulting you, offending you. That's what I'm looking for. Offending you. Thank you, Caleb, so very much. You are a blessing. It said you deleted. Oh, goodness gracious. I just wanted to have just a normal evening. Ugh. Well, I've seen this happen to people before. I mean, who in the world wants to come? I guess because it's live, because it's live. Yeah, I reported it. I may have to end this because I don't want to sit in here and have you all be insulted. They just go and I don't know how many you can have more. Of course, you all know this. Most of you know this. You can have more than one channel, right? And so a person can just go off and either they can switch the name of their channel. I don't know how many times they can do that, but you can keep creating channels. I don't know how many, you know? Exactly, Caleb. He does have too much. He does have too much time on his hands. You know what he needs? He needs to listen to some of the words of the Bible. Is what he needs. Okay, I kind of, sorta. No, I don't know why. Look at that. Look at that two-tone head. I'm not defraying from the importance of this. I just happen to look up and see my head. I can't see when I looked up. Um, Thank you for deleting. Kids, I may just have to, I don't know. Should I keep going? Do you think guys think I should keep going? This is getting ridiculous. I didn't even see the message. You know, they've got to be able to do something about that. I know that there are I was made a moderator on okay, Jacob. Jacob suggests that I just keep going. I was just gonna go ahead and end it because I don't like that. I'm not on YouTube so that, my subscribers and my friends can be insulted or offended. Y'all know how I roll about that. I don't like that. This is I try to make this be a channel about positive things and just every ordinary things. Caleb, thank you very much. Jacob, thank you very much. And Jacob, I did see you said hi the last time, the time before last, and I missed seeing it because the chat just rolls. And I apologize. I hadn't seen you in a very long time. And after when I looked back at the video, I saw that you had said hi, and I didn't say hi, but I didn't see it because it was rolling. And I do apologize for that. I love each and every one of my subbies. There's something I wanted to show you that's got nothing to do with this subject matter. We're talking about the safety of products. I was sitting out here. I have one of those little foldable chairs. Oh, United. Okay. A good person that says that if you're playing mind games, I'm talking about this troll here. If you are a good person, you don't come into a channel of people you don't know. I'm trying to get back here. Oh, wait a minute. You don't do that. This channel is a positive channel. I'm just an old woman just trying to spread positive words. But anyways, I digress. Let me go get this chair. Hold on. Sorry about the noise of the thing. I'll tell you, there's some people that really, really need God from above. And they really need to understand that everything that we say and do is being recorded. I'm not talking about YouTube. I'm talking about the ministering angels from above that have been recording us ever since we started talking and understood what we were saying. And then eventually at the end of our lives, we get to see the recording, we get to see what we said, and we get to see how other people felt at the business end of what we said, you see. You need to take into an account that there is a heavenly Father. And I said that I was probably on here for somebody. It's probably for him because he needs to get himself saved and he needs to understand how other people feel. And if someone were to be insulting and having rotten, nasty words to say to his mother or his grandmother or his brother or sister or family members that he loves and cares about, he would be very upset about that. And just because you see a picture and a name, each one of these people are my friends and they're people with feelings. just like you're a person with feelings. Okay, I'm a 58-year-old grandmother, and there are wonderful people here, you know. But here's, the standard chairs, these foldable chairs like this, right? So I'm sitting out there, not on this chair, I have the other set. And it's got this warning label on it. I'll take it off, right? And so it's got the weight. It talks about the weight limitation of 225 pounds. It says this product is not a toy. It's not intended for use by children without adult supervision. It's intended for use on flat and even surfaces. Your standard things. But this is the thing that I thought was interesting. It says this is just a regular chair, right? Regular little fold-out chair. Everybody has them. They're cheap. This product can expose you to DEHP. I don't know how it exposes you to it. It says PHTHALATE chemical. This chemical, let me get my index finger underneath. Yeah, right under my finger there, phthalate chemical, which is known in the state of California to cause cancer and birth defects or other reproductive harm. And then it says for information, then you can go to the website. I'm like, are you kidding me? There's some sort of chemical. How is this possible? What is going on? I'm sorry. I was just trying to read the warning label of that chair. Stephanie Nicole, hi. Thank you very much, Jacob. Yeah, it talks about the chemicals. I'm wondering if it initially is sprayed with a chemical while it's stored, like some material is stored so that the moths and bugs and stuff don't eat it away, and then once it's rinsed. But I never knew that. Who would think that an everyday ordinary folding chair in 2018, you would see a warning label on the side of said chair, and it talks about the DEHP. I never knew that. Thank you, Jacob Lemon, and thank you, Caleb. Thank you both for being here, and thank you so much for helping me. But I just thought I'd tell you about that warning on the side of the chair. I don't know if that means when you initially get it, it should be washed. Yes, Miss Stephanie, I didn't know that. I just happened to have the chair turned to its side, and you know how you just kind of look. You know how we look at the label on pillow. Do not remove this label. And so you just kind of look, and then you look again. I go, wait a minute, I didn't. When it said warning, I'm like, that's kind of weird, and I just started looking a little closer. I'm like, what in the world? I am very sorry for this. I don't know who that is. I can see. You ever sit back and you have something like that happen and you roll back and do you remember your comments? Because um um I forgot. I was losing my train of thought. I was deleting a comment. That's enough of that. That sort of looks like a shape. But Got to bring that down to the bottom. Okay. Yeah, I wonder why it's only in California too. I can't figure that out. There's a lot of stuff that we don't know about, and they just sort of, to get by, for everything to be legal and on the up and up. As long as you slap a label on something, well, it's okay. Okay, you can sell it now. And meanwhile, we kind of find out just sitting outside. You just happen to turn your head to the side because you notice something that looks a little bit different. You're like, what is that? What's that a warning about? And then you look at it, you go, what in the world? You got to be afraid of everything. Not afraid, but they have all these different warning labels for everything. If everything were just made honestly, just go ahead and lab test everything and make sure it's okay. It's so different now, isn't it? In 2018. I don't know if he's going to let me live to see it, but you realize we're going to be coming to the year, not now we're coming to 1919, but 2019. We're going to be coming to the year 2020. Can you believe that? Hi, Ariel H. Yeah, 2020. Thank you, Miss X905. Yeah, we're going to be coming to 2020. And I remember, oh my goodness, that big scare when it was going to turn to the year 2000. Oh my gosh, they thought the world was going to come to an end. And we're still here. Let's see, where is it? Okay, remove. I need to click the arrow down. Forgive me, I'm just needing to learn. Yeah, they actually have to put a chemical on something. It's like they store things. Let's say they had fabric. And as you all know, a lot of 99, it seems like 99% of the items now are from China. So you have stuff in a big old what looks like the end of a truck, like the back of a truck, they're all stored on top of each other. And sometimes they're stored for quite some time. And if you have it in the foreign land and then you have it here and it's stored, bugs can eat through material and stuff like that. So they have to spray stuff down, with all these different chemicals so they'll hold up. So by the time they get to us, everything's in good shape. And sometimes they send material where material for different sewing shops. It's in the clothing, the undergarments, your coats, everything. And all this stuff is sprayed down. And you notice for some stuff, they tell you with towels and certain set things, a few of the different towels, to wash these items before you actually wear them. Because they know that the stuff is sprayed on there for certain items, Now, Jordan, I don't know. I've never seen that name before. Jordan Logan says that his son graduates from high school in 2020. Yeah, 2020. I don't know if that's going to be significant. I think it's just going to be another year. But I'm a little bit of a conspiracy. I'm glad you're here, Jacob, and I'm glad you caught me live as well. It's wonderful to see you. You have been with me since the very beginning, Mr. Lemon. Well, now, I'm going to, if you don't mind, I'm trying to sense where to go. Despite what you're hearing on some of these different videos, and I remember seeing a video of this gentleman saying he no longer believed the Bible, that I think it's maybe some of you have seen that video, and he said that all the characters were all made up and stuff like that. everyone has their right to believe or disbelieve, as a grown up, as a grown person, you know. But he did say in the very end that even the most elite would be deceived. And this person said that he used to preach and be a pastor even. He would preach. Where's Gail? I'm trying to see if I have I'm trying to make sure. Gail 2020, hello. Oh, Miss Gail, we had a bit of a disaster. We had I don't even give credence to it, but we did have a little bit of difficulty. So I now have Mr. Jacob Lemon. I don't know if Mr. Um the other person was there just a second ago. And he is our moderator. And we're just having everyday ordinary conversation. It's a Friday night. I just thought I'd come in for a little while and say hi. Thank you for the 7 thumbs up. And there's 23 of you watching. And oh. I don't know. It's Friday. It's my last night off. I thought I'd just come in. Correteando T2. Hello. And I just wanted to try to read just a little something. And I'm brought to Psalm 110. It's a shorter one, but it says, "The Lord said unto my Lord, sit thou at my right hand until I make thine enemies thy footstool. The Lord shall send the rod of thy strength out of Zion. Rule thou in the midst of thine enemies. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, in the beauties of holiness from the womb of the morning. Thou hast the dew of thy youth. The Lord has sworn and will not repent." And then his words are in red in my Bible in red. "Thou art a priest forever after the order of Melchizedek. The Lord at thy right hand shall strike through kings in the days of his wrath." That's going to happen. "He shall judge among the heathen or nations. He shall fill the places with the dead bodies. He shall wound the heads over many countries. He shall drink of the brook in the way. Therefore shall he lift up the head." I'll tell you what. There was Kaleb was the other moderator. That day is coming. That day is coming. There's going to be a lot of surprises. I don't even know how quite to say this, but can you believe I have nothing? I don't talk politics on this channel, but as I sit back and think about the president, I used to. What was that TV show that he was on? When he was You're Fired. That show. I can't remember that show. Oh, what was that show? Somebody knows the name of that show. Yes. So I watched The Apprentice, and back then they had they had Joan Rivers. They had Joan Rivers on there. Yeah, thank you, Gail, thank you, Caleb, and thank you, Stephanie. And the guy that was hosting The Apprentice is now president of the United States. He's president of the United States of America. I'm not saying yay or nay to any particular president, but I remember, Ronald Reagan and let's see who else. Oh, I am not a crook. That guy. What was his name? Sorry. Nixon, President Nixon, and President Carter, and of course President Obama. And I remember, them talking about their records of being senators and being a junior senator and all this other business and all their qualifications. And now the man I've watched said, "You're fired." He's the president of the United States of America. Thank you all, Kaleb and Jacob and Stephanie. All said Nixon, Nixon, Nixon. Can you believe that? Who was my favorite president? When I was a kid, my mother used to say about Nixon. Now I was a kid. I don't know how old I was. She said, "Well," she said, "a lot of people don't like Nixon, but I'll tell you what, those foreign countries don't mess with." She didn't say mess with us. She said another word. My mother was expressive, if you will. They don't mess with us. They know that Nixon is nobody to mess with. Da, 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 da. I kind of didn't know what she meant. I don't know if I have a favorite. I'm tending to believe now that they're selected and not elected. Like they just say, okay, this is the trend of the time. This is kind of what the people want. So okay, let's kind of look through and okay, you over there, come here. Yeah, he was a senator. I don't know. What do you all think? I don't really have a favorite president. There's certain set things that presidents may have done that I admired, but no one is specific. What about you all? No shade, no harm, no foul, no shade. It doesn't matter to me if you're a Republican, if you're a Democrat, if you're an independent, or if you don't vote at all. It doesn't make a difference to me and how I feel about you at all. Lincoln, yes. Yes, I agree. They all have their pluses and minuses. Like Clinton with Monica Lewinsky, and then Nixon with the White House the tapes, and all these different things. It's like when someone falls, the others jump on it, and the news don't have anything to talk about, so they jump on it. So I really don't talk about politics. I'm a little bit ignorant when it comes to that. You know, sorry to say that to you. Oh yes, in Canada, Mr. Trudeau. I do know. I've seen video of Mr. Trudeau, but I don't know much about him. I know there's some people were talking negative about him. Reagan is a very intelligent man. You know the one thing about Reagan, it's just gonna sound kind of silly. It's just my small mind. Trust me, my small mind. And they were having the debates, and they were talking about how old. Oh, he's so old. Remember how they got on him for being old? And he said something like, and during the debate, I forget who he said it to. He said, what did he say? Oh, I don't want it to escape me. I don't want it to escape me. He goes, yes. He goes, I agree that age, that the age of the person or something like this does have an effect on it could be a concern for the presidency. And then he turned and looked at his younger opponents. He says, I will not let my opponents age and lack of experience. I won't fault him for his being younger than me, basically, and his lack of experience. I fell out laughing. He kind of got a little zinger on him. Yeah, they zing each other. Oh my gosh, I hee-hawed with that one. I don't know if you remember that. Well, Walter Mondale. Oh, cheers, Miss Nicole on the Powerade. I'm just reading this. Oh, they call what do they call them? Prime ministers in Canada, Miss X905. They call him. She says they call him the selfie, the selfie PM. I don't want to know what that means. Yeah, I remember that Mondale could. Yeah. So some of the debates, I can say some of the debates, like I guess I could say I would enjoy. I would follow through a little bit, but I don't know why my mind thinks like people are selected and not elected. And then someone says, well, if you believe they're selected and not elected, why were they going through all this trouble and spending all this money on these campaigns? You know? So I don't, I stopped caring about politics. I was very excited about President Obama in the very beginning, but I found that he did do a few things. There were a few awards given out to people. There were a few medals given out to people, but I just didn't feel anything really changed. At least for me personally, it was nice to see an African American, actually he's half and half in the White House, initially. But a politician is a politician, I'm finding. And a politician is going to do whatever he or she wants to do, you know. So it did. I won't lie. When they were walking down, Mrs. Obama had the green coat and outfit on, and they were walking down the avenue there. I just stood there and I sat there and watched. I watched a black man and a black woman as president and first lady walk down, and I cried. Yes, I did. I admit it. I cried. I thought it was a wonderful thing just to see that in my lifetime. I'm not talking about politics right now. I'm just saying that it just emotional, talking emotionalism, it made me cry, you know. Yeah, I agree. The politics part of it, yeah, but just that one moment, I can say that I did get emotional and I did cry. I admit that. I'm not going to lie to you. But like I said, a politician is a politician is a politician. I don't care if you're black, white, Mexican, Puerto Rican, Chinese, Asian, female, whatever. A politician is a politician. Are you intelligent? Do you know about foreign affairs? Do you care about the people? Do you care about the tax burden on the people? Do you care about the people that really are poor, that are really trying? The working poor, the issues of the day. Do you care about our economy, the rate we're paying for mortgages, the rate we're paying on our cars, the ages we can retire, the strength of our country, our military, you know. Do you have knowledge of these things? Can you handle the pressure of half of the people, in the half of the Senate, whatever you want to call that, half of the people not liking you and the other people half kind of liking. There's a lot of pressure. You notice they go in with dark hair and they come out with what my roots are. They come out with this color hair. That's a lot of pressure. Yeah, I have a friend of mine that's into politics too, Jacob. He really is into that. And I'm just what I would like for the president is to do is when he's about to tweet something, just pull your thumb back and put your hands in your pocket. You're about to do it. You got your phone. Don't have up. You got your phone. You're about to tweet something. You're about to put your thumbs back. Put your hands in your pocket. That's what I think. Stop tweeting. Every time you tweet, you tweet, and I think there's a machismo of ego or something there. I don't know. I keep hearing these things that he tweets, and then I just all these different things. And you're the president of the United States of America, and you're representing us. and other countries are kind of looking, and they're looking at it, what the who did this come from? A celebrity that was angry? Well, it used to be a celebrity. No, that's from the president. That's from their president. Oh my gosh, your president, blah 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 blah. Yeah, See why I'm not into politics? I just want someone that, for me, I just want someone that has the moral compass. Truth Speller! How are you, brother? I don't care. I don't care, you know, about what you are. I just care about, do you care about all of this out here? I know it's hard. If you're the president of the United States, there is no way in God's green acres that you're going to please everybody. There's no way you're going to please everybody. If you say, okay, to this group about a particular subject matter, the opposing group is going to get mad. And if you say, okay, I'm going to give in to the opposing group, then the other group's going to say, well, you're a Benedict Arnold. You betrayed us. There's this, oh my gosh, I couldn't imagine being under all that pressure. And then all these different senators, some people made some political contributions to you, and now all of a sudden they want to, I don't know, they need clearance to open up some big company or something, and they need a few tax breaks. And don't you remember when I made I contributed $500,000 to your campaign. It's a year later, and I'm trying to build this XYZ company up. And these people are concerned about the water. And I helped you. Come on. It's time to rub. I rubbed your elbow. Now rub mine back. That kind of baloney, Hold on a second. Hold on, let me make sure. Hold on. Yep, exactly. Yeah, yeah. I don't think anyone. I just don't know of anyone that gets in without, I gave to you now, I gave to you, And the other thing that I've never understood, is the president can go for 2 terms, but senators and stuff like that can be in there just for I don't know how long, forever. Let's see. Hold on. Did you delete? Okay. Yeah, because I'm like, I'll look and they'll say, okay, Senator such and so is about to retire. Ah, he's been in for 23 years. I'm like, 23 years? That means you have that influence in there for such a long period of time, for a long time. Judges and stuff like that. I suppose if they're doing a really good job, that's fine. But sometimes you'll have someone in there for literally for decades, and then what if that person, is kind of, okay, corrupt, right, and will accept the the greasing of the palm, and he'll grease it back, and then the people out of his state are suffering. you know am I goofy, or am I thinking wrong? The same. I don't know. I know they get reelected, but it just seems to me that maybe we should have a term limit. For them. I mean, if the highest office in the land has term limits, Why don't the senators have term limits? Yeah. Chicago, Illinois, and Illinois are dealing with a lot over there, a lot of crime, a lot of shooting. There's all kinds of craziness going on now. I told the story before where, it was sort of an innocent time, kind of, sort of, in the 70s. And I was I don't know, about 10 or 11 years old, and a little girl disappeared. I think it was Jennifer Noon, Noon. She disappeared. And then they found her body, I forget how many days later. And I went in and looked, let me roll back a little bit. So they found her body, and she was murdered, a little girl. And my mother used to leave the door unlocked. And for the first time, she went over, and I said this story before. I looked up, it was starting to get nighttime. I looked over, she would lock it, sometimes not lock it, but she made it a point. She locked that door, and I heard the click, and she locked it, and I looked up at her, and she looked up at me. And we silently spoke to each other, just looking at each other, that the innocence, we got to be careful. The innocence was kind of tore out, you know? Yeah. And yeah, I don't know. It's funny. I typed in her name the other day. Yes, I did. I wanted to see, did they ever find this person? And apparently he had killed two other girls, and a person in prison, they're saying he's in prison now, had committed those crimes. So that person is in prison allegedly. But I'll never forget that story. I never heard, I was sitting there just watching the news, talking about how she disappeared, and then whatever the amount of days or weeks later, how they found her like that. And that's sort of, kind of, you're getting along and going along as a baby, as a child, and you get a little bit older and you start to be made aware of things. We try to shield them as much as we can, but they get to be 10, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Children are very smart. They're not dum-dums. They're very smart, and they know things. And you can no longer shield them. You have to warn them. And it's so sad that we have to warn. Watch out for this and watch out for that. If that looks like this, cross the street, da, 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 God bless each and every parent that has one literally like this. We got a 4 and a 5-year-old, 6, a 10-year-old, and you're sending them off to school, and you got to be worried. When I was really, really young, we didn't really worry. We were kind of aware, but we weren't scared. I'm still here. Um, what was you mean what happened in the chat, or what I was just talking about? Gail just said what happened. I was just talking about a case. All right, Miss X905. I love you, girl. Thank you so much. And again, I apologize for all the goofiness and all that stuff that happened. I had no control, but thank my heavenly Father for Jacob and Kaleb for sticking with me. You get yourself some rest, and I hope your shoulder feels better. Sweet dreams. You're saying a good night to Miss X905. Yeah, it's after 12:30 there. Here it's almost 10 o'clock. It's 9:40. Yeah, when I see a new yeah. When I see a new name, Jacob and Kaleb, I get a little nervous. Colin, Colin Russian Force is saying he's from England. I've never seen that name before. You feeling me? Oh, okay. I'm sorry about your screen, Gail. All right, my friends. I think that's gonna be it for tonight. If that's all right, I want to thank Caleb. Hold on now. Caleb Shutt and Jacob Lemon. Thank you so very, very much for helping me. I had to discover on the fly. I had to discover on the fly how to do. This is the first time I've ever put moderators into effect, and the both of you did excellent work. You did excellent work. Thank you so very much. I am so grateful to you. I was sort of learning, like I say, on the fly. Literally, all of a sudden, we all look and go, "What in the world?" So you all have a wonderful night, and if you two are back when I'm on live, I will do it the same way if that's okay with both of you. Oh, I'm sorry, Gail. I'm sorry that happened with your computer. I am so sorry. Mercy knows mine is mine. It's back up your computer only. Okay. I was just telling Jacob and Caleb, thank you very much for being the moderators tonight. They really helped a lot. And Stephanie and Nicole, thank you so very much. Gail 2020, you've been here just about from the very beginning. Thank you so very much. And y'all get some rest. I go back to work tomorrow night, so gonna try to rest up a little bit. I would love to do it again soon, Gail. Thank you so very much. Y'all have a blessed night and get some rest, okay? Love y'all.